Hello, wealthy family. Welcome to today's video. How are you today? So, today I want to talk about how you can prepare yourself for interdimensional living, okay? Because right now, especially if you're on my channel, especially if you're watching this video, everyone is, talking about high vibes and good vibes only, and we're gonna ascend, and I'm not stuck in this 3D matrix anymore. But what does that really mean? Okay, so this is not gonna be a very heavy video. I'm gonna brush the surface and allow you to, one, have that seed planted, and then two, give yourself the opportunity to go further research on your own, okay? 100%, I am only here as your guide. I only speak from my experience. I can't tell you anything else. I can only tell you my experience, what I've learned, what I've done, what I've seen, and share that information with you so you can now draw your own conclusion, okay? That's what I want for everyone. This should not be a one-stop shop. This should not be, I should not be the only person that you get information from, and you should not hear what I say and take it for face value. I used to have a huge problem with that. Some of you may know my upbringing. I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. Some people may classify them as a cult. So I am very cautious now about what I attach myself to, because when I'm all into something, I'm all into it, okay? So please take the information I'm sharing and go do your own research. Don't take it for face value, okay? Don't take it for word is bond, although I do know what the fuck I'm talking about, but please go do your own research, okay? So it is Tuesday, December 1st, 2020. Yesterday on November 30th, we had the beautiful full moon lunar eclipse. It's a phenomenon that hasn't happened in centuries, just astrologically, the way everything is lined up. I hope you took full advantage of that. Full moons are always good for releasing things, and it's a powerful time of transformation. And I'm talking about this because we are spiritual beings, okay? However, we have been taught, trained, programmed, whatever, to think that we are human beings with a soul. Well, some of us, right? Some people don't have no souls. But that is not the case. We are spiritual beings first, and we have incarnated in this physical form, in this avatar. Okay? So when you bleed, you're not bleeding. Your spiritual body is not bleeding. It's your physical body. It's your avatar that is bleeding. Okay? It's separate. I want to make that clear. The thing that is animating me right now is who I truly am. When I look in the mirror in the morning, I no longer see this beautiful glowing face, right? And think that this is who I am and say, I am so beautiful, I am so worthy, I am this human being that's here having this experience. When I look in the mirror, I see my energy. I see my auric field, okay? So know that you are energy, 100%, all right? Okay. Now, when you are living in and experiencing other dimensional living, okay, I want you to know that right now in the plane that we are in, that we are experiencing right now, we are in a field where we have to use our words to communicate. You can look at somebody and kind of send them telepathic signals, but for the most part, we as humans use our words to communicate. We see our food as energy, although it may be tainted. We are worried about shelter and little mundane things, okay? But know that these extremities, these things do not matter in higher dimensional planes, okay? Spirit doesn't need food to thrive. Spirit beings don't use, verbiage to communicate, okay? That's what your pineal gland is for. That's what it works in harmony with your pituitary gland, your first eye or your third eye, okay? It's used to communicate with spirit, with spirit beings, including your higher divine self, because that is the center of communication. Okay? Now, when you live in higher realms, when you are vibrating at a certain level, you can use your natural spirit telepathic abilities to communicate with other spirit beings. For people who channel other spirit beings, whether it's alien life forms or gods or goddesses or collectives, that's not my place here or there. But people who channel those energies are on a frequency where they can pick up that entity's vibration. Okay? Just like how dogs can hear that whistle because it's at a certain frequency, it's at a certain pitch. That's kind of how spirit is, how the spirit realm is. Okay? So everybody who's ready to ascend and go to the fourth dimension or the fifth dimension, life will not be the same as it is in the 3D level. Your problems are not the same. It's non-existent, okay? That's why it's important to operate from love. And I started talking about astrology because, and this may seem all over the place, but I started talking about astrology because right now, the way the planets are aligned, okay, it hasn't happened this way in over a century, okay? The last time the planets were aligned this way was in the late 1800s when the Civil War was going on, okay? Now, right now, in this reality, you may say that we are going through a bit of a civil war as well. There's no guns and bombs involved. However, it's a silent war for your consciousness, for your soul, for your energetic pathway. Okay? So, if you are resonating at a vibration, okay, that cannot recognize or be seen or be felt on a higher dimensional plane, you are going to be stuck in this lower level being, having to deal with problems and, all these other 3D things, shelter and jobs and, healthcare and things of that nature, right? That has all been created, okay? And you will not be able to come into your full power. However, if you do as the billionaires do, as the privileged few do, and study astrology and see how it lines up and see how it affects your spirit, okay, the thing that you actually are, you can now make a conscious decision. You can now make conscious choices to decide to elevate and ascend your spirit, okay? So you're not stuck dealing with lower level BS, okay? But if you do not study the way these planets are aligning and the energy it is, I'm not saying you have to be a world-class astrologer, and I'm not saying that astrology is your end-all be-all, okay? It just gives you clues and hints as to what the energy is, so you can now use it to make better decisions for your life personally, okay? So if you start to do these things and start to work with the energies that's out there that affects us, because energy never dies, okay? And if you're a spirit being that wants to reside on a higher level plane, you have to understand how all these other spirit beings operate and reside on a higher level, okay? So the way these planets are aligned right now, the last time it's been that way was in the first Civil War here in America, okay? And it's giving you the opportunity right now, it's opening portals of transformation for you so that you can make wiser decisions and solidify your future. Not just your future, but your generations to come, okay? But you have to unplug from the crap. You have to unplug from the crap. and stop referring to yourself as this physical avatar. When you talk to yourself, when you look at yourself, it's not, oh, I'm in this mirror and, I'm so this, I'm so that. No. We are all observing these things. Okay? Your two eyes are reflectors. This is the eye that actually sees. So everything that's happening outside, you are just observing. The clown, the circus, the dogs, the ponies, that whole entire show, that has nothing to do with you, and it's not even really fulfilling entertainment. I used to watch those stuff just to kind of entertain and be in the know what's happening. I don't even want it anymore. So it's important to differentiate yourself and realize that you are an interdimensional being that is capable of reaching higher planes. Excuse me. You just have to allow it and stop confining and constricting yourself to this lower level living. One way you can do that is by having a consistent regimen of feeding your soul. Today is December 1st. We're 20 days away from winter solstice, which is going to be another powerful time. I cannot tell you how important it is for you to be doing the work now to help yourself grow. So, starting today, it takes 21 days to create a habit, 90 days to create a lifestyle. If you start today, you will create a habit of growing yourself. Go and look up some different YouTube meditations, or if you have a favorite meditation, or if you have your own meditation practice, I suggest that you set a time and you set aside time to go through that spiritual practice starting today. So by the time winter solstice comes, you'll be in the habit of it and your vibration will be higher. Yesterday I talked about paradigm shifting, and I've been doing a Bob Proctor meditation and a Joe Dispenza meditation that will allow me to shift my energy. It is what it is. Now, whether you feel it's possible or not, that's neither here nor there. I know what I've done and what I'm capable of and what I've experienced and what is coming. And it would behoove you to do some further research into that for yourself as well. Because in the age of Aquarius, ignorance is a choice. 100%. Choose information and choose not to be ignorant and choose not to be left in the wayside. All right, wealthy family. That's all that I have for you today. Like I said, I was going to keep it light. I didn't want to be too heavy. I didn't want to say certain things and then YouTube flag my stuff. I'm not trying to go through all that. But cut the crap. Now's the time for you to start moving and booming and growing, because the energy is there for you to get it. But you have to freely choose to get it. Just because I have $100 here for you, if you choose not to take it from my hand, what am I going to do? You have to choose, because we are free beings. Okay? All right, beautiful family. That is all I have for you today. Please go out and do the work. I cannot implore you enough. Go out and do the work. Work on you. You are an investment worth making. Okay? All right. So go out, wealthy family. Be great. Until we meet again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.